M&Ms. If you've been following this channel for a while, you'd know that I really like them. I even got a little cool collection of their merchandise. And to my knowledge, I've watched every single M&M's commercial ever that has been archived on the internet. So you could say, I'm a pretty big fan of the M&Ms. But today we're going to take a darker look into the world these food mascots inhabit. But for this video to work, we need to establish that the old M&M's commercials canon is the same canon as the new commercials. We know they are the same universe because in some of the newer commercials, the characters are reflecting back on how weird the old commercials were. And that begs a very big question, where did they go? We have like 6 M&M's characters now, but there used to be like hundreds of them in the old commercials. I'm like 100% sure that they were eaten. Imagine that you live in a world with candy people, and that is a normal thing for you. And then you're strolling along a random day, and then suddenly you're super hungry, and you don't know what to eat. And there's a little candy person standing right in front of you, and you decide, I can eat him. And what if that behavior becomes more and more and more and more normalized? Of course they're all going to go almost extinct. And now all of the remaining M&Ms live in constant fear of getting eaten. Mars Incorporated has full control over their lives and can decide if they're going to get shoved inside of a giant chocolate bar, if they're going to have a pretzel shoved inside of them, and it's just a torturous lifestyle. The next thing I want to talk about is what I refer to as the Lost Tribe arc, because it introduces us to 2 different pretty interesting things. The first thing they introduce us to is the tribal M&Ms, and their existence begs 2 questions. The first question is, did Mars Incorporated kidnap these indigenous people to use for their brand? Or did these M&Ms escape from society to this island because they didn't want to get eaten? And the other big thing this arc introduces us to is the existence of a Grandpa Yellow, and that begs the questions, do the M&Ms procreate like humans do? But I made my biggest realization while rewatching the M&M's Man's commercials, because I never really thought about what the lyrics implied, but when I really started thinking about it, it felt so obvious. The lyrics go like this: who dumps M&Ms in chocolate, can you guess? And covers them in candy so there is no chocolate mess. The M&M's Man. The M&M's Man, and he adds a lot of love to make it all taste good. Now, what this implies about the M&M's characters may seem obvious to you, but it took me a while to realize. They are not born as M&Ms. They start out as whatever flavor of M&Ms they become later. And that means that the M&M's Man, or rather Mars Incorporated, brainwash all of these foods into wanting to become a M&M. And they do this through M&M camps, where it's seen as a prestigious thing to be an M&M. And I feel like it's important to mention that the people that are running the camp seem like earlier incarnations of Yellow and Red. I don't really know how to describe it, but the earlier incarnations of Yellow and Red feel more evil than the modern ones, because they were like capitalizing off their fellow brothers for no particular reason. The modern ones are only working for the company because they don't really have a choice in the matter. Thanks for watching my video. If you like that, you could maybe subscribe, maybe leave a like, you can maybe even watch another one of my videos. And thanks to Quinton Reviews for letting me expand on his cool idea.